I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog .stampwithelaine.com. This is the last call for earning the Sale-a-bration freebies, and this is the latest one from the second release. It ends on 31st March. If you subscribe to my Stamp with Elaine YouTube channel, you would have seen my Top Tip Tuesday video yesterday on how I cut up my photopolymer stamp, this one in particular, because I was having trouble lining it up. The card we're making today is this one, using the All Adorned photopolymer stamp set, which is free during Sale-a-bration with a qualifying order, excluding shipping and handling. There are different configurations on how to use this corner stamp, and one of them is to use it on a 4x4 piece of cardstock, in which case, you know, these points meet up and it makes a lovely frame for writing in. You can also use it as an inverted frame, so instead of it being in the four corners, you can flip it over and use them in the center like so. So I made a frame and left the stamp in situ and measured up, and then I did the same thing but rotated my cardstock. I will be showcasing that in one of my Sunday blog posts, so do come back and revisit on my blog. Other items you need are the stitch label framelits. We'll be using this one. There is a stamp set that coordinates with it. You can purchase them separately or you can buy them as a bundle to save you 10%. The card base is 8 inches by 4 inches. That's 20.3 by 10.2 centimeters and folded in half. Then you have a tranquil tide matte layer. This has been cut at 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. That's 9.8 by 9.8 centimeters. A whisper white layer that goes on top of the tranquil tide. That measures 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, which is 9.5 by 9.5 centimeters. And for the inside, we need a piece that measures 4 by 4. That's 10.2 by 10.2 centimeters, and it fits the inside of the card exactly. A tranquil tide piece of scrap from which we can cut our label. Lemon lime twist and Versamark ink, embossing buddy and white embossing powder, heat tool, ombre lemon lime twist 1/4 inch ribbon, the gingham gala adhesive back sequins, Stamparatus, and of course the Big Shot and magnetic platform. First I'm going to stamp the smaller piece. Now don't worry about it being smaller and not in the right position, because it will come out perfectly like that. Grab my ink up the stamp, I probably didn't clean my stamp very well, so this corner looks a different colour. I think I might flip it over the other side and do it again. Now I'm going to switch my cardstock and put in the 4-inch piece one. And see how beautifully that's come out. And this one, because the cardstock's smaller, the scrolls don't meet up. Grab my embossing buddy over the cardstock. That's to prevent static. Grab my Versamark ink and stamp. I'll need my ink pad, foam pad, because of this being a photopolymer stamp. You need it to be cushioned. I've got several jars of embossing powder in this box. It's just easier to have it in a big box rather than a little box. Grab the heat tool and heat emboss this. Bring in my magnetic platform, base cutting plate, cardstock, die, top cutting plate, and I'll run that through the big shot off camera. I've die cut it, dimensionals on the back, and then pop it on the smaller of the two. Grab one of the flower sequins and pop it on there. Adhere this piece to the Tranquil-Tide mat. Adhere the mat to the card front. And lastly, adhere that to the inside of the card. Make sure it's the right way in. Trim off any overhang. Lastly, put the ribbon on. So I'll pre-tie my bow. Pull it tight. Attach it with glue dots. And trim the bow down. And there you have it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial and pop back for more inspiration another time. Thanks for watching. Bye.